Thank you for taking the time to watch this educational presentation and learn more about sudden unexpected infant death. Sudden infant death syndrome, or SIDS, has been declining over the past 20 years. However, accidental suffocation strangulation in bed, or ASSB, is still rising. In the United States, about 4,000 infants die unexpectedly each year. That's an annual rate of nearly 6%. In Indiana alone, the infant mortality rate is one of the worst in the United States at 7.1%. This means that, on average, a Hoosier infant dies every 13 hours. In 2010, over 2,000 babies were reported to have died of SIDS. 629 of these deaths were actually ASSB, accidental suffocation strangulation in bed. The good news is that ASSB deaths are preventable. Consider the following risk factors that can contribute to sudden unexpected infant deaths: smoking during and after pregnancy, becoming a parent before the age of 18, poor or limited prenatal care, anemia, drug or alcohol use, poor spacing between children, having children within 18 months of one another, and a history of STDs or UTIs. These risk factors can contribute to prematurity. Having poor or no prenatal care may indicate a lack of finances and may not be able to afford a crib or understand the importance of a crib for the baby. Children born too close together puts a strain on the family financially and physically. Parents may be more tired and more likely to put the baby in bed with them at night. Premature babies born at 37 weeks or less and with low birth weights are smaller and more at risk. Also at risk are babies born in sets of twins, triplets, etc. Black babies are more at risk as there are more premature babies born that are black, and culturally, black families tend to put their babies to sleep on their stomachs. Native American babies are also at higher risk for several reasons: increased alcohol and tobacco use in the Native American communities, papoosing or swaddling out west, and in Alaska, the native Inuits, or Eskimos, tend to overheat the babies by wrapping them in too many layers. Males are also at higher risk than females. Prone sleeping positions account for 40 to 80% of all SUID cases. Babies placed on their tummies have a 5 to 7 times greater risk of dying from SIDS or SUID. It's not just about the risk of suffocating by actually laying on the stomach and compressing the face into the mattress. The baby's face being close to the mattress or on a pillow, or surrounded by bedding or toys, can create a pocket of expired CO2 that can affect the baby's breathing and lead to death. Babies that have always slept on their back and then are placed on their stomach to sleep are at a higher risk as they are not used to that position. Side sleepers are also at risk for SID-related incidents. Other environmental risks include overheating. Overheating a baby can affect its ability to regulate vital signs. Environmental temperatures that are too high or a baby that is overdressed are at risk to overheating. Exposure to tobacco smoke can also pose risks. Not just the smoke alone, but exposure to smoke on their clothing and on their skin after the fact can be hazardous. Stomach sleeping, soft sleep surfaces, pillows, toys, and loose bedding. Overheating, maternal smoking during pregnancy and secondhand smoke exposure in the environment, and bed sharing with an adult or with other children all increase the child's risk to sudden unexpected infant death and should be avoided. Understanding the anatomy of babies and their physical limitations assists in understanding how safe sleep practices prevent accidental sleep-related deaths. Newborns are obligate nose breathers. This means that they cannot breathe through their mouths in the first few months of life. Because babies have heavy, large heads and small nasal passages, their small nose is easily compressed, which can cause airway obstruction. Accidental sleep-related deaths are 100% preventable. ASSB can be broken down into several categories that include suffocation, wedging, entrapment, and strangulation. Bed sharing is dangerous to babies and is not recommended by the AAP. You do not know what you are doing when you sleep. This is not bonding. Bonding with babies occurs when a person is conscious and the baby is safe. In accordance with AAP recommendations, couches, chairs, recliners, car seats, swings, and high chairs are not safe environments in which a baby should be sleeping. The use of pillows, both adult and infant-sized, are dangerous to babies. We tend to see these used a great deal in the cribs of Hispanic and Haitian populations. Adults believe that the baby needs a pillow to be comfortable, which is simply not true. As already stated, bed sharing is dangerous for babies. There should be no bed sharing even with siblings. Each baby needs their own sleep space. Here are some recommendations that you can use to help minimize these risks. Babies should be placed on their backs every time they sleep. Babies should sleep alone in their own separate sleep space, such as a crib, bassinet, or pack-and-play. Absolutely no bed sharing with adults or other children. A firm mattress with tight-fitting crib sheets only. No toys, pillows, or loose bedding in the crib. No bumper pads ever. No exposure to tobacco smoke. Offer a pacifier each and every time they sleep. Room sharing with caregiver, but no bed sharing. Do not allow the baby to overheat. Only one layer of clothing or sleep sack. If cooler weather, no more than one extra layer of clothing or sleep sack. Room temperature should be around 70 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Educate all caregivers about safe sleep. Not just parents, but all caregivers. Avoid products that say they prevent SIDS or sleep-related death. Encourage breastfeeding. Breastfeeding helps reduce infections, and babies wake more frequently to eat and therefore are more easily aroused from sleep.
Hello, fire department.
Hi, thank you for coming. My daughter, I don't know if she was choking, but I think she's okay now.
She's okay?
Yeah, she's
Gotcha.
okay.
What was going on?
I don't know. I just heard her choking and she couldn't breathe and it scared me, so...
Oh,
that's
okay.
why
Was
I
she in her
wanted
crib
help.
when that happened, or?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, we have a baby sleep program, and wanted to know if we could check out the bed while we're here and make sure everything's okay.
Sure,
Oh, this is the room. Okay. This is her crib where she sleeps?
Yep, this is her bed.
There's a lot of dangers that you have going on in this crib. The crib is filled with, what we want is just basically a tight-fitted sheet. No stuffed animals. The bumper's got to come out.
Oh, okay.
And, not only is this a fire hazard, but the baby could get this knotted around its neck or something, and, God forbid something should happen from there.
Okay.
So what they're going to tell you in the baby safe sleep kit is that you want to put the baby on its back. Because
Okay.
having all this stuff in there is very dangerous.
Okay, thank you.
So I'm sure that these toys were given with a lot of love, So we're just going to move this stuff over, and we're just going to show you exactly what your crib is supposed to look like. Somebody's a Disney fan.
Oh, yes. Yay. Can make your bed safe, okay?
So we're going to move this over here out of the way.
Okay.
I think we got a thumbtack in the truck. We'll go get it and we'll bring it up over Thank you so much, ma'am.
Hi. No, thank you.
All right, and that's all you really so much for letting us come into
Thank
your
you.
home.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Utilize free information from the federal government and request your safe sleep kit and share with all of your baby's caregivers. Can you identify what's wrong with this picture? Blankets and these solid crib ends are both risks. Blankets should be removed and could be replaced by a sleep sack. Crib could be replaced by safer crib or pack and play. Can you identify what's wrong in this picture? Bed sharing and no pacifier are both risks. The baby should be placed in a safe crib or pack and play alone. You should also give the baby a pacifier while sleeping. Can you identify what's wrong in this picture? A soft sleep surface, pillows, and a shared sleep area with a pet are all risks. Remember, babies do not need pillows. Place the baby in a safe sleep area with a firm surface, tight-fitting sheets, and no shared sleeping area. Here are some final reminders for how you can help reduce the risks of sudden unexpected infant deaths. Baby should be placed on its back for each and every time it sleeps. Baby should sleep alone in their own separate sleep space, such as a crib, bassinet, or pack-and-play. Absolutely no bed sharing with adults or children. Firm mattress with tight-fitting crib sheets only. No toys, pillows, or loose bedding in the crib. No bumper pads ever. No exposure to tobacco smoke. Offer a pacifier each and every time they sleep. Room sharing with caregiver, but no bed sharing. Do not allow baby to overheat when sleeping. One layer of clothing or sleep sack. If cooler weather, no more than one extra layer of clothing or sleep sack. Room temperature should be around 70 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit. Educate all caregivers about safe sleep. Not just parents, but everyone. Encourage breastfeeding. Breastfeeding helps reduce infections, and babies wake more frequently to eat and therefore are more easily aroused from sleep. Remember the Baby Safe Sleep Initiative. You can save a baby's life through preventative efforts. For additional information concerning the Safe Sleep Initiative or direct on-scene education, please contact one of your local representatives listed here.